Good evening at this point in time. I too would like to congratulate all of the inductees tonight, and also congratulate Ronnie on making this all happen. Good job. On a kind of personal note, I think it's very cool as I'm hearing and seeing a lot of old teammates get together, and when they do, it's as if they're that age again, and I just don't think it gets any better than that, so great job, everybody. So we're here to honor and induct George Perlotto. Give you a little bit about his background. You can find it on, I think it's page 10 of the booklet, but I'll give you a little bit in terms of how I see it as well. In a playing career that spanned 4 decades, George started as a first baseman, third sacker, and of course a great pitcher. From 1961 until 1993, he shared his talents with several Northwest Connecticut teams, while also managing to play while serving his country in the U.S. Army while stationed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and tours in Vietnam. Amongst the Connecticut teams George played on included Cavalieri Post 38, Celeste Restaurant, Maine's Cafe, the Zion Church, Torrington North Stars, Torrington Ram Merchants, and Hemlock Construction. During this time, George compiled local league championships in Torrington, Waterbury, Collinsville, and Hartford, while also a member of the state Class A championship squads in 85, 86, 87, and 89. Begging the question, what happened in 88? Bad year. Nationally, George played at the U.S. Army National Championships in Fort Rucker, Alabama in 1970, and the ASA National Class A Championship in 1989 in Highland, Indiana. In his career, George played in over 1,100 games, and he compiled a lifetime batting average over 370, highlighted by a 472 average in 1970. His pitching record was a fantastic 379 wins with only 98 losses, highlighted by a 21-4 record in 1990. In his career, George struck out over 3,000 batters, which I can say many of these were me, and I'm sure many others in this room tonight as well. George finished his career with a very impressive ERA of 2.42. While his playing credentials are more than impressive, I know George is equally, if not more, proud of what he has done and accomplished after his playing days were over. In 2001, he began giving pitching lessons out of his home. What began essentially as a hobby turned into a full-fledged business in 2005 when he created Fast Pitch Dynamics. His commitment to building a top-notch indoor pitching studio demonstrates his desire to only go first class. He now averages between 25 to 30 students a year, many of which have pitched successfully in not only high school, but all levels of the college game as well. In fact, several of his students at the high school level have won Pitcher of the Year awards and all-state honors, and have earned athletic scholarships and awards to pitching college. At the college level, George has coached young women that have earned prestigious All-American accolades, and in fact, one notable student who is here tonight went on to achieve National Player of the Year honors before turning professional following her graduation. This honor and award speaks volumes of and to Allison Fournier and her family, but also for those who prepped her along the way, of which George stands tall, as recognized by the Fournier family being here tonight to celebrate with George, along with many of his current and former students. My last highlight on his remarkable career notes that George has coached youth softball and is a recruiting consultant for several college softball programs. On a personal note, I am one of many that have had the privilege of having George work with my daughter to a successful high school career and actually going on to win games in college. And I also had the honor and privilege of directly working and coaching with George and starting up a GOLD program for aspiring college-bound softball players. It is this experience where I learned that, in addition to all the incredibly impressive statistics I read off earlier, it is George's ability to truly coach, inspire, motivate, and drive young women beyond even the dreams they have for themselves that makes him the very special Hall of Famer we are recognizing today. Let me rephrase that. It is his commitment, passion, love, and respect of the game of softball, the special bond he has for his players and students and their families, and his love for his family, most notably his incredibly supportive and loving wife, Mary, and for all his many friends that makes George the special person he is, one that I call my confidant, mentor, most especially my friend. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to present George Perlotto as inductee to the Connecticut Softball Team.